Este día se juega béisbol y nosotros le ponemos acento.
Ponle Acento is a campaign that MLB originated in 2016. And it's really cool because a significant component or contingent of MLB players are Latin, and a lot of them have accents in their names, but those accents weren't included in their jerseys. It is something that is particularly accented, for lack of a better word, during Hispanic Heritage Month. And that's why we're talking about it now. That's why we launched the campaign now and why you're seeing those spots and broadcast in stadium. I am actually the daughter of two Latin immigrants. My mother's from Santiago de Chile, my dad's from Buenos Aires, Argentina. And I grew up in the United States predominantly, but all of my extended family is in South America. So as much as I grew up a Latin person, I also grew up a film lover. My father's a film lover, and my older brother was as well. So from a very young age, I just knew cinema was it for me. And I was exposed to a lot of different kinds of cinemas because my parents were not American. And I've just been pursuing film relentlessly ever since, and now I find myself the first woman to ever have directed for Major League Baseball, which is a tremendous honor. So for 2018, what we wanted to do was kind of continue the documentary feel from the 2016 piece that I did for them, but we wanted to tell an actual story. And the narrative that I pitched that we ended up going with was the story of a jersey from conception to completion, a jersey with an accent on it. And so we featured Kike Hernandez of the Dodgers, and we shot both in the Dodger Stadium and at the Majestic Athletic Factory in Easton, Pennsylvania. Getting to shoot in Easton, Pennsylvania is one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do. Having gone to many baseball games in my life and having admired the actual jerseys, I never knew why they were so expensive or why they were so special. I just thought they looked cool. And now that I've seen how they're made by hand and we've gotten to feature actual people who make them, I have so much more respect for the garment. Something really cool about the spot is that we shot it in this technique that's actually still photography. So it's not shot on a movie camera, it's shot with a still camera. So we actually shot 20,000 still frames in 2 days to eventually make what you see on TV, which is comprised of 1,400 still frames. So it's not video, it's photography. You put the camera in a burst mode, is what it's called. And what it does is basically when you depress the shutter, it shoots several frames immediately in a row, and you can hear it. It goes like da 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 da. And so what happens when you play it back is it looks kind of like animation. So it turns basically live action into animation. Obviously, there's so much that comes with the name. If you think about it, a name is kind of how we trace our own lineage, right? Like a family tree is something that is literally tracing where you come from, and the building blocks of it tend to be our names. And a lot of cultures, when they've arrived at our country and at other countries, they get, in our case, anglicized, and you lose part of that tree. In bringing back the true spelling of these players' names, these people who've dedicated their lives to what is America's pastime, right? We're bringing back, we're kind of reflourishing, nourishing that tree and honoring it. And it's a nice through line to have that accent back from the past, present, and future of those players and of those cultures and of our relationship to those cultures and of baseball's relationships to those cultures.